Welcome back, travelers. I am Airport Manager Rever, and I am ready to expand our airport, I hope, in this episode. We have quite a few things that we need to get done, and we really need more money. Very little time has passed since the last episode. Everything's going extremely well. We got probably could use a little bit more vending, and of course, we could use a lot more things like restaurants and newsstands and all kinds of things, and CEOs and CFOs and bigger baggage areas and baggage luggage. You get the idea. All right. Anyway, what I would like to do is come in and take a look at the grants and investments. And I think we can accept the loan would be a good thing to get. And then let's see, what's this other one that needs the CFO? Have a positive net profit. I think we could try this one first. All right. So we get a $5,000, which isn't too great, but then we'll get the benefits of whatever that grant is. And then hopefully we'll be able to, go from there, because I think we have enough money. And what I would like to do is think about this luggage, the drop-offs area will be like up here at some point. So we'll expand it, but I want to come off of this road a bit. It doesn't have to be far off of where this road will be. So let's come over to here and construction. Well, actually, let's just go to planning. I think we can manage it. So what we want to do is buildings I'll generally put in white. So 1, 2, 3 maybe, right? So like if we said the building started on 4, like this line would be where our building started, and then I don't know how far up this way we really want to go with the building, but what if we at least went to here where it wouldn't interfere with too many things, I don't think, right? I don't think we'll have a problem with the taxiway. And if we did that, I don't know, do offices have to have a certain size? Probably, but if we did, let's get an office that's 5 by 5 right here, right? So this would be a wall right there, and then this would be a corridor. We'll make a 3 wide corridor, and then we could talk about even more offices up here, which would be kind of far away if we want to put something right there. So I'm just kind of trying to find a place that's sort of out of the way, and then we could do like another, yeah, because that's allowing for a wall. So this would be like another future office maybe. And we just want to build like that whole little addition, and then this would leave room to expand our ticketing a little bit, right? We'll put a baggage in, even though the baggage could probably go right here. So I'm thinking, let's see, do we have enough money to just do, yeah, this part, right? So there we go. So we can get that started. And probably want to just plan on, I guess, a staff door, right? Just so that people can't go in there. Like any staff can use it. So let's go to objects, ops. And we'll get a staff door in, and that would be like in the middle of this corridor right there, right? Now, again, eventually in the future, we might move that back. And are we going to have a problem with security? No, because I think that's a staff door, so we should be okay. If we had put a regular door there, then maybe not so much. All right, good. So at least we now have the guys working as we go off to do other things, and we can get a CFO hired, which should help us towards that. And then once we get him hired, we can talk about taking out a loan. Now, what I would like to do is start figuring out what we would do to get another gate in. And I think we're going to borrow some money because I'd like to put in a large gate. And the problem with the large gates is that we need the second floor on it, right? So that kind of complicates things. In the old days, you didn't need that. But what I would also, in order to put this in, I would also sort of like, I think we'll do some like large gates here because it's going to be a little while before we can't even get an extra large runway in unless we get land expansion going. So here's what I'm thinking. Let's go back over to the planning tool. And I'm thinking that we could have a taxiway that comes out like this. All right, so we're going to limit the size of this runway, but I don't know that we'll ever change that runway. We'll talk about expansion, but if we came, you know, more or less like that with the taxiway, yeah, I guess we should finish that off, right? So planes could get to either end of the taxiway. Then if we expand it out this way, we could get like a really long runway down here and maybe have some extra large coming off of here. Let's see how that works out. We might even do it this way down in here and then have like some extra large gates over here, like way in the future. But the reason I'm laying this out is because I would like to get it so we can get these gates in here, of course. Now, one of the things I noticed with the gates, or I mean with the taxiways, is they can't be close to this tower, which is okay. So we would have to come down like 2 in a sense. Let's go back to planning. All right, so we can't put it there. We'd have to put it like here, say, and that's too long. So then what I'm picturing, autosave, thank you. It's something like that. Let's clear that bit, right? Plus one more. So that would sort of set a boundary for how far out we'd want this extra large, I'm sorry, this large terminal. It's not such a hard word. Now these terminals, and the extra large, by the way, I'm sorry, the large, geez Louise, right, are basically the same size as the small, which doesn't make a huge amount of sense, but whatever, it is what it is. Maybe there's some ability to put some things in there that these don't have, like squeeze some stuff in. So if we were to put this in, I am thinking that we would put it right up close to here, right? Right in line with that. So in order to get this in there, let's go to the planning. Now I want it to be yellow, but what I'm going to do is use like 2 of these blocks, right? Now the question is, if we do that, yeah, we'll have enough room for like a waiting area in here. And then maybe we'll do like this. So let me turn, you know what, that wasn't the greatest way to do that. Let's do this so that I can, let's turn this guy yellow. Orange is kind of like yellow, right? All right, so that would be like a different one. And then I would do like this. We'll make this next one yellow. So like we would have 3 more gates. Now the question is, you know, the real question is would we be able to get, I think we're packing it up a little bit too tight there if we were to do that. I mean, maybe we just go for 2 large size gates and then leave this space open for like, yeah, support. But in any event, let's see about getting this one done. And really, it's getting this runway in is going to be a huge part of the cost, but also that. So let's see. What I want to do is come here. I got a piece of paper, and I just want to write down how many blocks of each thing that we're going to need. So let's come back to the planning tool. All right, so because I kind of like this, and then we probably would even do like that, right? So we're going to need 4 blocks there, because then we'll come back and, you know, so 4 blocks there, then we won't count this, but this is going to be 15 blocks, so we're up to 19, and then another 2 is 21, 22, 31 taxiways, right? And then I know this one is 15 long, so our runway would be 15 blocks long. And then the terminals themselves, I'm pretty sure, you know, we're just going to do 1, but that's 20,000. So if we were to come in here, oh, 40,000. So I just want to see how big a loan here. So we got 40,000. I'll have to do some mathematics. I think the runways, well, we'll see. So when it comes to this, let's figure it out now. This taxiway that's going to require a calculator for me. 7,600 times 31 And then the runway, asphalt runway is going to be 10,000. So that one I can handle. So the runway is going to cost us 150,000. So if we count our terminal, we're up to 190,000 already. And then I do have a calculator. So let's do 7,600 times 31. 235,000 and 600. All right, and then we're going to need some more money for like other, and the biggest part of other is going to be what I'm thinking we do, and part of the thing that makes this tough, but maybe we can make like this under area, excuse me, like a food court kind of thing or something, because we're going to have to build like 2 floors here. So let's go back to our planning tool, which will help us. All right, if we did, oops, I keep clicking the wrong button. Come on. Like if I just did this, that's going to be 20 by 20, right? And then we're going to need a way to get them back into here. So that's 20 by 20 is 400. Each one of the construction things is $500. So that's relatively easy math. And yeah, I think we're going to need some stairs up and downstairs, right? So what if we just did something like this to get started? Yeah, 10 by 10 kind of makes it pretty easy. And then eventually we'll talk about how they exit and get this a lot better, but that would get us, you know, to 500 blocks. And then we're going to have to do the same thing on the upper floor, I'm pretty sure. Pretty close to the same thing. So for rounding purposes, so that's going to be 500 blocks times $500. So it's going to cost us $250,000 per floor. Oh, geez. We might be limiting this a little bit. All right, so that's going to be 500,000 there. And then the other stuff we added up, or we didn't add it up yet, it's going to be like 190,000 plus 233,600. So we're at 423,000 for the non-terminal building, and then we're at, you know, 500,000. And again, it's a round number. We can cut down on it, but for loan purposes, so we would need 923,600 in order to be able to build and get our next ramp going. Now, the good news is we have money coming in. So what I think I'm going to do is, yeah, here we are here. So let's get rid of some of this construction coloring. It throws me off. All right, we'll leave that. We'll just get rid of it in here. So, right, so this will just sort of give us some idea for the future. And these guys are just about done this. So let's come over to construction wall, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can't do it yet. Come on, buddy, get that done. He's working hard. I can see him. By the way, I like the old things. I'm on the most recent version, as far as I know. Not on any kind of an experimental version, but there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I could have looked here. How did I end up with a? Well, that's all right. Single corridor, right? So we'll do 2, 2, right? And then we need to get a door. So let's get a object, ops, door. All right, and then we're going to need this. Yeah, office chair. Let's get the office desk in here. Get an office chair. All right, and then I don't know that the office needs anything else. Toolbox locker, we don't need that. Well, let's see, it'll yell at us if we don't. So let's go to zones. And office, right? No, that's ticketing. Come on. All right, so what is the office? Well, we got a desk and a chair, and we have that. So that'll get us, it's just not enclosed yet, right? So that'll get us good to go in a few minutes there, and then we'll be able to do that. So, yeah, I'm liking this. We might have to be a little bit patient with the money. But let's get the CFO hired, right? And then we can see what he needs, and he does. But I'd really, yeah, I'd like to be able to ramp up into bigger planes, and then, you know, because even if we're really stressing out our airport and it hurts our thing, like, we'll have the ability to get as much money in here as possible as we go to pay off that loan and all of that stuff. So, yeah, let's fast forward time a bit. Get these guys to get this done. Yeah, let's go real fast forward. Now, the last episode we set up yet tomorrow's schedule. I think I don't see any reason to change too much of that. All right, there we go. All right, so now we should be able to come in here and, yep, cost us $12,000. We have it. There we go. So we now hired a CFO. Now let's see, what else do we need to do for our grant? Hire a CFO and have a positive profit. So how are we doing? Well, does that mean we have to go through a day without spending money? Or does it just mean... And how do we tell that we even have a positive profit? Because this is like just an estimate. Estimate is based on the flight schedule for today and assumes no cancellations. Estimate only. Okay, so what is this? Oh, 50%. All right, so let's fast forward this a little bit to the end of the day. See if we get... See what we get. Done. Okay, so we have to have a net profit excluding grants income. So does that mean we just have to wait for a day? Yeah, I think it might. Right, because if we were to look... Let's see, is there any way we could tell the profits? Well, yeah, we can tell now because we got a CFO. Right? So this was... Let's see what happens if we open this. Infrastructure. So this is just telling us today's profits. Is there a way to go back? Oh, yeah, there we go. Day 3. Yep, so it's counting... It's counting materials and all that stuff. So I think what I'm going to do, for the sake of the video not taking too long, is just let tomorrow play forward. Because I would like to get that other thing to take out a loan and all that stuff. I'm not sure that it would auto-complete unless we do it in order. And to be honest, I think we're going to make money tomorrow. Like, having that extra bit of money isn't going to be that bad, and I can keep an eye. If things like start backing up or we really need to start making improvements, I can come in here and start doing a few things, right? Spending a little bit of money before we take out a loan, but we don't really have that much to spend anyway. So let me fast forward, you know, or skip time as far as the video is recording, and we'll come back at day 5. So I will see you tomorrow. This is new to me. I don't know, what do we do about a fire? Is there something I have to do? Can I put it out? I have no idea. Let's come in here. Is there... Type in fire. No, there's nothing there. Objects, right? You would think ops maybe. Is there a... Like, is this just going to keep expanding, or who are these people? Okay, so they came and put it out. All right, does it damage our building? No, it didn't. I don't know if it could, but all right. So now, does everybody have to go back? Well, at least they could go into this sector, right? They all crowded around the machines and. Okay, so well, that was a little unexpected, but you know, okay. Now I don't know who were those people. Were they by Oh, they were the fire company. Okay, cool. Which makes a lot of sense, right? Yeah, so that kind of set us back a little bit. Like people aren't so happy now, and yeah, we need to get our staff back in there. Where did our staff go? Did they go home? Yeah, I'm not sure. Is there any way to handle that better? I didn't really do much at all except for have a fire. So we'll have to see. Yeah, here comes the staff. So I guess they, or some of them anyway, we need to get that security back up. Now, what's this guy doing? So I imagine we're going to have some planes that scheduled departure. Yeah, so we should be okay with that one. What about this guy? 48 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm assuming they all have to go back through security, so we're going to get a gang rush over here. Let's do a little more fast forward. Yeah, so now by the way, I've been watching, as I fast forwarded. I was just doing 5 times speed before this, and we're a little bit slow on ticketing, so if we get this other gate going, we definitely want to get at least these like 2 more desks up there that would fit in there nicely. And I think we should be okay because all of the planes were going out on time. Now, again, we're going to have a big plane, so we got to be careful about our scheduling. But we can move some of these to the big one, right, and space them out a little bit, potentially more. Though, I don't know if that'll make much difference. It's going to be about the flow of people through here. And see, now that we just kind of have a gang rush on everything out there. But we got that plane off. I don't know if it was missing people. How's this guy doing? No, he still has 16 minutes. Is he going to leave without... Yeah, he might leave without all the people. But what can you do? You got to fire, you got to fire. Now, is there a way we can prevent that? I'll try to look into it in between the episodes or something. But, yeah, that's got us all backed up, right? It probably... I'm not saying the worst time, but... All right, they're not going to be happy. 20-minute delay. All right, are we going to get them all in? Because if we get them all in, I'm kind of happy. At least we did that, right? Yeah, so we didn't load the bags up. Man, we haven't unloaded the bags. We haven't loaded the bags. Oh, come on, guys. You're falling behind. All right, there we go. We unloaded some of the bags. Now he's heading back again. 66-minute delay. Oh, no, he's going to the other one. Here comes somebody else. Is he going? I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, there he is. Another one's coming out here. Oh, no, he's going to the other plane. Are we just not going to load that guy's bags, or is it because you're busy with this one? Yeah, this guy's... Okay, that guy got off on time? Good. Well, let's get this guy out of here. He's... Yeah, we're just going to force departure. People are going to have to pick up their baggage later. It's happened to me in real life. Right, I don't want things backed up too much because, say, yeah, this plane now came in, right? And he's... Yeah, it's not a bad idea at some point to force the departure, just to take the hit, and people not being happy about their bags or whatever else. But there you go. Like, we're keeping up, right? It wasn't a good thing, but yeah, I think we're getting everybody else out the door slowly but surely. And so this guy failed to reserve runway. What does this one say? This one's okay. Yeah, so that's it? Like, we're just... Oh, there he goes. Okay, I'm not sure why he failed to reserve the runway, but there we go. So we're about to cross the next day, and then we could do the next thing. Now, because of the fire, I'm wanting to keep these episodes a little bit short. We're going to probably get some of the construction started after we reach our goal. We're going to pick the next grant, and then we will come back to do a bunch of the construction. I might let some time play. We'll spend some of the money. I want to get these guys busy. Right. There we go. So we completed the grant, and we got not too much money, but hey, money's money. Right. Cash flow for the day yesterday was 36,000. So, considering we had a little bit of a boo-boo there, that's not too bad. All right, so now what we want to do is go get this other, right, investments. Right, done research finance, done an office and CFO, accept the loan to finance construction. So let's come in here, bank loans. And I'm thinking we could try to get away with, not 1.2, like 900, right? If you did 950, that's going to be like more than we need. And I'm assuming we're still going to make money. Come on, get on there. All right, so 1 to 3%. So it's going to be a 2.9% interest. Offer expires in 6 hours. Accept. All right, so now let's get out here and get these guys busy working. So I think the first thing, I don't think it really matters, but let's get the runway in. All right, and we need it to be 150 long. All right, so there we go. So we got a runway, and then we'll get the taxiways in. All right. And then I think we'll just do like this for now. All right, so that'll get that in. And then we're going to need a, where is it? Objects. Large gate, not remote. Zoom in a little bit. All right, and that's going to be like right there. Now, when we go to, let's just see. Yeah, we can see where that is. Perfect. So, but first, actually, we got to go back to the ground floor, and then let's just sort of do the minimal that we would need, which I would say, I don't know if that's the absolute minimum, but, right, we would want like that. And then let's go up to the second floor. Okay, so we got to hold our horses, but that's good. So now can we actually, is it structures? All? Would stairs be, yeah, ops. So what I'm thinking of is, yeah, so we can't do that until we get it. Right, and then so we'll just have like an up and down stair somewhere over here. And that'll at least get us to the minimum. And, like I don't want to, I mean, that's a lot of work for them to do in between the episodes. And then when we come back, we'll figure out what we do with all of this to get like a seating area and waiting and the stuff they need. And this is one thing about this game. There's always something else that we need to get done, need to do. So there we go. So at least we have our guys and we got deliveries coming in, and we'll, like I said, I'll fast forward just most of this construction, and hopefully we'll make a few extra bucks. And you know what I'm going to do too before we end, because why not? Let's just clear out the areas that we built, right? We'll just clear all of this. Oops, no, I want to be kind of accurate about that. So all right, so then we'll have this planned out for the future, potentially. And we'll have to see. We're getting kind of far away from the front gate there, which does have an impact, right? Like when they start getting that far away, it's that much further everybody's got to go to get to the restroom. Like if they're sitting up here, they're going to go all the way back here to go to the men's or women's rooms. So that'll be a factor for us as well. But there we go. So, we made a big step forward and we took out a lot of loans. So hopefully we can, we could beat this. And then we probably also, just so you know, need to talk about, or we should talk about, upgrading these runways fully, because that does help attract more airlines. But I'm not too worried about that at this moment, because we're just we're barely getting by. I mean, we're doing fine, right? If we get these agent desks in there, the ticketing will be doing okay. And we didn't have any backups in security when it was just flowing into our little fire there. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. Let me know if you have any suggestions or questions or comments. I always appreciate them. And thanks for your likes and all of your support. So have a good day. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.